Indeed, with only 6 heats of the 40 to go, leading the pack were Anatoly Bondarenko, champion in 79 and 80, with 22 points, and just ahead of him, the reigning title holder, Sergei Kasakov, with 23. These are the spikes embedded in their tires that give them amazing adhesion on the icy surface, but if rider and bike do become separated, the whirling wheels could be lethal. One of the minor arts is to get as far away from the bike as possible if you do fall off. Let's join Dave Lanning now for the final stages of this event.
Heat 15, and the rider we must watch for on the inside, Sergei Kasakov, the reigning champion, unbeaten thus far this second day. And as they race up to the first corner, who's in the show? Yes, it is Kasakov who leads it in second place. In the white helmet, it is Zukov, though coming through on the line, Walt Bickler from Austria. But it's the champion in front. Walt Bickler is flourishing along with him, moving through into third place in the yellow helmet colour. We have a move from Stanislav Dyke. We'll have to watch for him coming through, but it's Kasakov in front. Second place now, Walt Bickler. Dyke has moved into third place. Here's Kasakov. And there's a bit of trouble there. And down has gone Stanislav Dyke into the straw bales. A very untidy heat. Oh, that was a nasty one. Just look at it again, you'll see Stanislav Dyke just completely overcooks the corner. And, well, he manages to get clear of the bike and those nasty spikes. In he goes with a bump. It's the second time he's fallen today, and he may well decide that twice is enough. He's battered, and so is the bike. So a restart without Stanislav Dyke. So Kasakov with just 2 opponents to beat here. Away they go again, and from the outside, it is Vladimir Zukov from the Soviet Union who's showing in front. Now, the Soviets, we know, are masters at what might be described as team racing. And I think this is a pretty fair example of it there, because Zukov, no chance at all, only has 15 points, moved over, allowed Kasakov to come through. And Walt Bickler there saw his opportunity. He's moved into second place as well. Kasakov in front. The Russians will be happy about that. But I don't think Zukov expected Walt Bickler to be quite so bold. 3 only, remember, Dyke excluded. It might be a point of interest for speed fans that the referee here today is Tor Kittleson, the man we saw in the centre of all the controversy in the World Speedway final in Los Angeles. Fortunately, Tor hasn't been called upon to make such controversial decisions today. Here's the battle for second place. You can see Zukov is almost boring a hole in the fence. Here's Kasakov in complete control of heat 15. Here's the battle for second place. But Walt Bickler holds on. Kasakov, though, setting the pace. He's the hare. They've got to catch. Heat 16, and Kasakov's main opposition and rival, Anatoly Bondarenko. He's on the inside. We'll watch him in the red helmet colour. Stenlund from Sweden's a danger on the outside, and so too is the rider in front. That's Smiliev from the Soviet Union. Made a terrific start. Smiliev leads it. Second place, Bondarenko. And the battle for third place as the Russians now carve it up. Here's Smiliev, and again he's looking over his shoulder to see who's behind him. It's Bondarenko very coolly removing his goggles, and we'll look for the former champion Bondarenko as he clamps the bales coming down around the outside. Smiliev, I'm sure, is aware that he's there. He looks across for him, yes. And, well, he leaves a big gap there. No question that he knew where his colleague was coming from. In third place, it is now Stenlund who's moved up quite menacingly. So the Russians in front. Bondarenko is up front, and Smiliev will now drop back to try and defend him. And he really has got a tiger on his tail, because young Stenlund, this 20-year-old Swede, still in with a chance. That's a fine piece of cornering from him. Oh, changed direction beautifully and caught the Russian by surprise. So though it's Bondarenko in front, keeping right on the tail of Kasakov, Stenlund gets into second place. He's still in with a chance of a place in the frame, and that was some fascinating speedway.
So those victories by Bondarenko and Kasakov, as you can see, meant that when they met in heat 18, Bondarenko had to beat his compatriot to achieve a race-off for the title. And it's for that crucial heat that we rejoin the action.
And it is all down to heat number 18, Bondarenko on the inside, 1 point behind Sergei Kasakov here, right out on our camera in the yellow and black helmet colour. into the first corner. It is Bondarenko who just gets the drop. Second place Kazakov, in third place it's Sabutin from the Soviet Union, and at the back there Eskil Johnson, but it's all about the two up front. Bondarenko and Kazakov, and Bondarenko is the rider in front, and Kazakov sneaking down the inside, riding a tight economical line, has caught Bondarenko, and Bondarenko swooping around the bells. And this is where he seems to gain the power down the straights. He's way out wide there, and you could have driven a tank through that gap. And Kazakov, who just really needs to win this one to take the title, took his opportunity gratefully. Now, will Bondarenko come again? Yes, he will. And he really has got the legs on the straights. And then he goes so wide, and inside again, Kazakov will have to drop on this corner. Kazakov in front, Bondarenko. Well, that was a close one. And I don't think Bondarenko is going to make a mistake again. He's normally drifted on this corner. This is the last lap. And he leaves nowhere for Kazakov to go. And that means, by our calculations, they both finished level on 28 points. We're going to have a run-off for the World Crown. There's Bondarenko, and he really did some fine outside riding here. You can see the battle, and there's not a lot to choose between these two. As Bondarenko here, twice the world champion, gets by, but then drifts on the top corner, and Kazakov riding a much tighter, more economical line on the inside, gets up, and as they come into the last lap, you can see he makes his move on the inside. Bondarenko's still just a little bit in front here, but Kazakov, as they come out of the turn, is perhaps a length in front, and Bondarenko keeps it all screwed on, and there wasn't a lot of room left to juggle with there. He knew his mistake he was making. He was drifting wide on this corner. This time he stays just about middle, outside to middle, nowhere for Kazakov to go, nowhere to attack from, and Anatoly Bondarenko takes heat number 18 to force a run-off for the 1983 World Ice Speedway title. Well, the crowd settling down for this one. It's going to be Kazakov in yellow, the reigning champion, and his opponent Bondarenko in blue. Very unusual helmet colours for a runoff, normally white and red. Here it is, the two Russians going to carve it up. Who will hit the front? And it is Bondarenko. Though Kazakov moves across the line on the inside and sweeps through. Bold cornering from the reigning champion. Bondarenko had the drop on the corner. Kazakov really rode the most sensational inside line. But now he has Bondarenko right on his tail. We've seen how the Soviet can sweep around the bells. And here he comes again. And we have a real speedway race on. Kazakov in front. Bondarenko swooping, diving, and maybe changing direction inside. I think he's going to try and dive bombing on the inside. And he has, missed the corner and did well to stay on. Well, got in the rut, and there is Sergei Kazakov. He must surely know that now the world crown is his, because Bondarenko there back, made his move, gambled boldly, it didn't pay off, and it's all over now, apart from the celebrations for Sergei Kazakov, this 29-year-old from Vladivostok, maintaining the Russian throttle hold on the World Ice Speedway title. He celebrates a fine run-off, and a dramatic one too. And let's just have a look again at the moment when Kazakov must have known he won the World Ice title. As they came into this corner, Bondarenko, who had been attacking around the outside, tried the inside line, ran out of luck, ran out of power, and did well to stay in one piece. Celebrations though for Kazakov. He doesn't care about the drama. He's champion again.